All right, guys, we're gonna do something a little bit different here. Since they were playing some music, I'm just gonna kind of walk through this right here without sound. But I'm gonna commentate. I'm gonna tell you guys everything the things that I see and the things that I'm doing. And let me get going here. You know something? Let me do this right here, guys. I'm trying something new here. Let's see this thing right here. Let me do it. You know something? Let me kind of pull this to the side. And I don't, it's a lot of light coming from outside. I got light in here too, but you can't really see me. But here we go. So this is the tile part right here, guys. So what I end up doing is I had my guide, instead of putting inserts. Okay, so the reason I like to, instead of putting inserts, you can put these niches in here where you can put your soap and stuff like that at. But this is an exterior wall, right? And so the exterior wall, you have insulation on that exterior walls. If you compress that insulation by putting a niche there to hold the soap, it's going to compress that insulation so you're not getting the R value in that particular wall. So we did something that's a little bit different. We did this right here. And he's going to fix that up. It's going to be really nice, guys, when he put it there. So you can put your soap and, maybe your shampoo and stuff like that there, and it still looks really good. And it looks modern. As you can kind of see, this is what you call this tile pattern right here. I think it's called like a 1/3 lay. So every tile is instead of just being straight in the middle, is a 1/3 lay. So, the decorator kind of tells us what to do and kind of how they want it laid. We also have a Schluter strip. It's right here on the sides, and we also continue that Schluter strip all the way around. I'm glad I remember this right here because I got to go buy about 2 more pieces of that Schluter strip. So I got to remember that for tomorrow. Okay, let's keep it going here. And so the floor is also laid with the same pattern that he did the tubs around. Now, guys, I usually like, if you can kind of see here, I don't know if you guys can see right here, and I want this thing right here, if I can, this there, you can see it too. So if you guys, let me move this up a little bit. Oh man, there we go. So if you guys notice, what I did is I had my guy to lay this first. I had him lay the tile first. And first I had the cabinet. I usually like for my tile to be first. But in this case right here, my cabinets came first. So we had the cabinets laid. Then we laid the tile. Then we dropped the baseboard on top of the tile. And that gets you away from having to use that piece of quarter round that actually take away from the thickness of the baseboard. And it gives you a better look too. Now, if I can accomplish this on the hardwood floor, it would be good. The problem is that if you try to do the same thing on hardwood floor, you had the floor is pretty much finished, and then you had to come back and paint that stuff. Well, you got to, it's easy to get that stuff off that tile than probably the hardwood floor, but this just gives us a better look. Gives us a much better look, in my opinion. So that's kind of what we got going on here, guys. But so everything's ready to go. Cabinets, we already did the templates. Just kind of keep it going here. That's the tool that he used. That scoring tool in areas like that, and he's good at it, man. I mean, the scoring tool, when you score it, it doesn't create a lot of dust, anything like that. You're not shooting water everywhere. You don't have to walk all the way down to a tile cutter, a tile saw. This is a much better tool for what he's doing. Okay, so let's keep it going. Now you also notice that we did this is the door trim. Now we took all the trim off the door, okay? And we went back and put, if you see on each side, on this side, on that side, I did a 1x4, and on the top, I did a 1x6 with a little, about a half-inch hang on it. I took that off. Now, when the doors came in, I could have actually ordered the doors like this. I messed that up. I ordered them with a speed base, like the regular casing that you have, or like the baseboards and stuff like that. I better yet like this right here part of the door. But you know, the homeowners actually, when we was talking about wrapping the windows, they wanted the windows wrapped with like the shaker style look, which looks better. So I wanted to make sure it's consistent. So this is why I did this right here. So this is what we got to make it look consistent. This gives us a better look because now that matches the windows too. So we picture frame the windows. Gives a much better look, guys. This is just a better look all the way around. Now, some people put the window stoop right here. Right here, they put the window stoop. I don't like that window stoop. I just like the picture frame a little bit better. Gives us a much cleaner look. I also noticed guys that we did in the bedrooms only, guys. So we did 5/4 cove trim in the bedrooms. So we didn't go to 7-inch like we did downstairs. This right here is a little bit less expensive, and all the trim, also all the trim, guys, that we use in the non-wet areas is going to be MDF, medium density fiber boards. Okay. But now in that bathroom, what I just showed you guys when we went back to the bathroom, that is pine. It's pine that has been primed. So, and the reason you want to use pine is because MDF doesn't withstand, it doesn't stand up to water as good as pine does. So keep that in mind, guys. So you kind of look at what we got here. You know, this right here is the tile. Guys, I'm keeping an eye on my tile. I do the measurements and stuff on everything. I did all the numbers and stuff. I did the measurements on the amount of boxes of tile that we're gonna need. You know, if I just got one box left, you know, for 2 bathrooms, I'm gonna keep that box because things are gonna go wrong. So if I got one box left, I'm gonna hold on to that one box. But if I got 2 boxes left, I'm gonna take one of them back. We don't really make that many mistakes. So just gonna get this right here out of here. Let me see. There we go. Notice, guys, what you're looking at on that tub, you got that red guard. So you want to make sure, even though you got cement board here, you want to make sure you seal that stuff too. You don't want water, 'cause, you know, a lot of stuff like, you know, clay and tiles, those things can be porous, man. You get water back there. So we're doing everything we can to deal with that water, okay? And this is the only door that I'm missing. It's right here, guys. I don't know how I missed that door, but I don't have any right. I don't know how that happened, man. I'm trying to figure out how did I miss that one door. So we got to order that door. That just bothers me, man, because I like to have all that stuff ready, you know. But one door out of the whole house was missing. Everything else worked out just fine, man. Typically, man, this is my first time me doing all this stuff myself. Typically, man, I usually have about 3 or 4 doors missing, 3 or 4 of the wrong doors, and I have to send them back. But I got just that one door, so order that one door. Maybe take about 2 weeks for it to get in, but it's not going to stop us from moving forward. Okay. You kind of see what we got here, guys. That's that crack window. I still got that on order. But look at the detail, man. That looks really good, man, how those guys wrap those windows, man. Looks really good. That detail looks really good. It's starting to really look like a house now. You know, painters. Now, you see how I got this right here? You see this right here drops right on top of the tile. That's pine, by the way, guys. It's prime pine. Notice how I got those. Here's another thing that I usually mess up too. These right here, where the plumbers usually set these right here for the toilets, the water for the toilet, the little spigot right here is usually down up in my tile, and it's always mess up stuff. So try to get these guys to kind of get it up a little bit higher this time so they miss it. So when you set the toilet, this right here, they call it a discussion plate that they put on here. I don't really want that discussion plate hitting the baseboard, but it may do it, man. But you want it because they had to cut it to make it look like we meant to do it. All right, so that's another thing. But now you notice that this lay right here is a straight lay. This is a straight lay. There's no, you're sticking them right next to each other. All right, so these are different lays in the tile. Kind of see what we got going on here. That's my missing door. Right over here on this side, right here, guys, we're gonna have handrails. That should have came today. The trim guys usually gonna take the trim guy it's gonna take them about 4 days on a house this size to knock this sucker out the way. They're still gonna have things to come back. Now, here's some of the things that the trim carpenter should be doing for you. Those guys should do all your trim work, your stairs. They should hang all your doors. They should even install, once you get it painted, you get your locks and your hardware, they come back and put that in as well. Like I said, all the doors, they do all that stuff. They run, and it's good to have the cabinets in there, guys, because now you trim guys, instead of them coming out there 3 or 4 times, man, they can run everything right up to the cabinets. And the painters can go ahead. Guys, you want to try to make it to where when your guys come in, they don't have to stop, man. They just, they do everything they can do, as much as they can do. There's going to be some things they got to come back and handle. But guys, at this particular stage in the building process, man, this is the stage where people, they can see things. All the other stuff, when I said that the hard part is done, that's stuff that people can't see. And I say it's the hard part because that's the stuff that's really important, like the foundation, the framing, and stuff like that. And, you get all that stuff right. This right here this is cosmetic stuff. This is stuff that, if it's not going to hurt anybody other than the guardrails. Yeah, they may, somebody can fall off. If they're not done right, somebody can fall off them and hurt themselves. But most of the stuff is cosmetic stuff that can be changed. So all those stairs are going to be snatched up. All those temporary stairs are going to be snatched up. I'm really trying to protect that door, guys. I tell you what. And guys, these guys, I try not to film these guys too much, man. I know they don't like for nobody to be watching, but this is my comfort ceiling right here, man. So we're going to go back right here in the middle and put 1x6s there. It's going to really look good. Then we're going to put a 1x2 right here in the middle. Between the drywall or the ceiling of the drywall in the 1x8. Going to put it between there, and it's going to give it a better look. Instead of putting crown there, putting crown there is just too much. It makes it too busy. Okay. I actually had to come back in. He missed that one spot right there. I had to come back in and put that little spot over there. But that's going to look really good when they get done with it. And all that'll probably be painted the trim color. So, yeah, that little spot right there was a spot that I had to put there. My guys forgot it. There was a wire, an electrical wire that was there that my electrician had to go back up there and push it up. So those the mistakes and stuff, he came in, he fixed it, and we forgot to put the sheetrock up. So we got it up now. Guys, we got to get more people into it, man. Man, these guys are winning, man. They're into the trades, man. I tell you what, man. And it's this right here, guys. I got 2 of these in my shop. This is a DeWalt compound miter saw, man. It's heavy too, guys. That thing is really heavy. But those things work, guys. They do really well. So these guys got 2 of them too. Those things probably run you about, the The whole setup, maybe $700-800 for the whole setup there. That saw itself maybe about $400-500. But it is a nice. Notice something else too, guys. I do have my fireplace already there. See, these are things that you can go ahead and get all those things there, man. Get them on in, so that when they run in their baseboard, they can run right up to them. Also, guys, if I can just, we're doing engineered floors. I told you get the thickness of the floor, so the floor is going to be 3/8 thickness, and then you got the glue and stuff like that. So if you get that thickness right, they can just slide the floor right up under the baseboard, which we're probably not going to do that. We're going to end up using quarter round, typically how it works. And once again, guys, this is a good touch right here. You don't want to do sheetrock return. House, if you're in the $700,000 house price range, man, stuff like this right here, other than the arch ones, you don't want to do too much to your arches, but these right here, man, you just go ahead and do a case opening there, man, so people bump up against it. They're not going to mess them up. I knew my dog was going to start it. He was going to start doing his thing. So that's the crown mold, and those are the arches. You notice how they kind of bang this right here up at the top, because when you put the piece on the top, it needs to be in there flush to match up with this right here. So sometimes they got to bang this right here away to get it flat. Sometimes the guys put too much mud when they're doing the drywall. As you see, the cabinets are in. The trim needs to go up on the cabinet, so we don't have that yet. Usually they kind of stop right here, but we can cut that. We can find out. This hood really needs to go right there in the middle, man, so we might have to shift this pipe over a little bit. We have to make this a little longer. But the hoods, they usually make a little piece that goes around, so you have a little wiggle room to work with. But we got crown molding, and we're gonna wait till the end to come back and put the knobs and the hardware on the cabinets, because these guys they're just gonna knock them off. They're gonna bump up against them and mess them up and tear the cabinets up. So we're gonna leave all that stuff off for right now. We get that toward the end. At this point, man, you want to go ahead and so I've already gave the cabinet guy the appliance list. And the appliance have the rough cutouts. So he can go ahead and do all that stuff he needs to do, get all that stuff right. He's already came through here and templated the countertop. So, typically what you do is you pay them the deposit, and then, maybe 2 weeks from now, he can put the countertops up. Guys, you don't call your plumbers back out until all your tile is done, all your flooring is done, and your countertops are done. Don't even have them to come back out. So get all that stuff done before you start, because you don't need him to be making multiple trips out there. He's not making any money now. He's going to be a little irritated with you. You're not going to want to show up to any of your sites anymore. Remember, I got to go through here and seal all these cracks right here, which is something I may just have my painter to do and just pay them another, whatever the labor is for it, I can pay them for it. So this is something I may have to, me and her may need to talk about. These are all over here on the left, guys. These are all the casing that we took off all the doors that we don't need. I mean, that was just a waste for me. And that looks like that's a table saw. Those table saws are dangerous, by the way, guys. You make sure you use the guards on them. I don't think those guys put guards on them, but God, man, you can really get hurt on those things. You can saw your fingers off. I've seen it happen. So I'm going through. This right here is a floating cabinet. I had another house that I did. The whole entire bathroom was floating like that. It's a nice contemporary look, guys. It looks good. Then you got this right here. That's his office. There's a cutoff valve right here I got to get rid of. Yes, he got the crown all the way through the bathroom where the cove molding. It's a nice look. I mean, that's a contemporary look, man. It's not too much. It's not too busy. I even put crown in there. We'll put crown in there as well. Now, what I'm doing right here, guys, and this is what you should do to every last one of your doors on the interior and exterior. You put them at different angles and see if it stops. If those doors keep moving, that means they're not level. See how I stop it right there? Put at each angle. They should stop at every angle. That means that they are level. That door was hung level. So you guys keep that in mind. So you want to try that out. Now, these are sliding doors right here. So I had to bring the right here and right here, which will save you a lot of space too, guys. But those sliding doors, I had to bring the hardware out for those. So they'll put those in as well. And he put the locks and hardware on those as well. Okay. Yeah, these guys are gonna knock this thing on out the way. I think I had some more trim that came out there. The stair parts that came today. So all that stuff shipped. And you want it, guys, when you get your trim, you don't want this stuff sitting around, man. You don't, your trim package, your doors and stuff like that, especially your stairs, each one of those treads when you order your stairs, man, those things are like extremely expensive. I got to figure this trash thing out, man, for sites like this because, trash guys couldn't get to it. That was my little setup I had right there. Okay. Maybe I need to start doing them more like this right here, guys. Well, the reason that I did this is because they were playing music on the site, man, and I didn't want to get a copyright strike if I put it on YouTube. Let's look at this right here. This is the next one right here. Let me see. This is when the everything first showed up. Let me just see. All right, guys, we're finna have a lot of banging and knocking going on here, man. So I did something wrong. When I ordered these doors, this is on me. I'll just tell you what I did. We're not gonna do this speed base right here. The homeowner ended up wanting to do another trim to wrap the doors with, and it actually looks better, man, when you want this one by, with the style doors that they pick, you can go with this 1x4 on the sides, and then have a little bit of more of a 1x6 growing across the top. So that's what we're gonna do for all the doors, guys. Okay, because we're gonna do the windows that way. We're gonna wrap these windows, so the windows are gonna be they're gonna all be picture frame wrap, which is typically what I do. So we're gonna picture frame them. So they gotta put something right here, and then we picture frame them. So we got a lot of this right here, man. So we got a lot of it, but I had to order some more. I had to come back and calculate what I needed right here. I also went on ahead and ordered that post. It's gonna sit right there as well, guys. So that's a cedar post. Nice little cedar post. It looks better. Also, something else, guys. When you got this is a main level garage, and this right here is the habitable space on the inside of the house. This door right here has to be a fire rated door, and on a fire rated door, that just means that it takes, it has to have a 1 hour fire rating here, which if you look at the sheet, actually when you look at the drywall, so this 5/8 drywall, I probably could have got away with just using regular, since I got drywall on both sides, I could have got away with just using regular 1/2 inch drywall. Because this right here is a 1/2 inch, this is a 1/2 inch, that gives you an inch, that gives you a little bit more than 5/8. So that'll stop that fire. Now if I was in the basement, it'd be a different story. So that'll give me a 1 hour. So you got, I think a ½ inch gives you 30 minutes. I think 5/8 gives you an hour. So even if it gives you 30 to 45 minutes, if you add 30 and 30, that gives you an hour, okay? But the door has to be fire rated as well. And that door has to be self-closing. So it has to be spring loaded. And the reason for that is that, you know, if one of the cars or something, which is an internal combustion engine, catch on fire, well, that fire doesn't need to go straight to the other side, to the habitable space, because the door makes sure it closes. Some people may just leave the door open. So it has to have that spring mechanism in it. So we got to take all those off and redo them again, man. We're going to check on that other tile today, Gerardo.
Yeah. Okay.
So Matt can bring it over here. Probably should have did these right here in the reverse. It's going to be that tile for the master bathroom.
Yeah, she says the next is just for the master.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so we're going to hold off on the, so these guys are going to go ahead. There's one more door I think that's missing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out which door is missing, and I'm going to do another special order, see if we can get it over here as soon as possible. It takes about 2 or 3 weeks for those doors to come in. So, I mean, it is what it is, guys, at this point. So I already went through the trim carpenter, man. We came through here and walked this thing, man. I told them what the crown's gonna look like, what everything's gonna look like. So we done went over everything. Now, I could have left that speed base on that trim, but guys, in my opinion, it's not a homeowners. I don't think it bothers them one way or the other. But guys, it's not consistent. You don't want to look here and then look here. All this stuff's supposed to match up. Boom. Needs to match up. That's just my opinion. So I also need the tile for this guy. And they want to do some kind of accent right up in here. And they want to come here and do an accent right here as well. So do an accent here. So we're gonna go ahead and send all this right here, and I'm gonna figure out, I gotta put this piece up here. So this is what it looks like before all that stuff got going, guys. I had my framers to do that, but we're doing one in the master bedroom, in which we're gonna use, the trim carpenter's gonna do it. So a piece here. And that's that piece that I had to put up there too, by the way. Get out of here, guys. Let me get out of here. Put that piece up here. You got the board here. I'll put that piece there and I get out of here. My other guys should be dealing with the other site, so that's not on me. Guys, I tell you what, man, one of the best things that has happened to me is to have a couple of guys. My son is one, and Clay, man. Guys, those guys helping me with this other site, man, it takes a load off me, man. And guys, what I would do, I would try to teach those guys everything they want to know about construction. Everything I got in my mind, I would teach it to them. If they can make my life, they have made my life much easier, guys. I appreciate you guys. I know if you guys watch this video, thanks. I ordered a little piece. I ordered a little piece for my son so we can send these pieces right here back. You know something? I think that piece is a 1x6 instead of a 1x4. What are those up there? Let me call my guy and find. So I made an order. This piece right here, I need one more for I need like 3 more for the front. And I think that was a 1x6 instead of a 1x4. So I ordered a 1x4, so I had to make that change. So that's what's going on here, guys. It might be 1x6. That actually looks good, man. Those guys did a dang good job at that. That we used to wrap that thing with. Now that I look right here, so instead of a 1x4 MDF, it might be 1x6 that we need on the outside. So, guys, it's gonna start looking like between this week. The house is actually gonna look like a house. It's gonna look like And then once we get the countertops in, guys, so he needs to be doing the templates for the countertops. Once we get that in, gotta keep shutting this door right here because I really don't want them to use it. I need to put a sign on it. I don't got time for that today. Got case openings here. And remember, guys, anything that's separating the, anything that's separating the garage door, the garage from the interior needs to be fire rated, and it needs to have it needs to be able to, again, pop back. So you gotta find that sucker. There's one over here somewhere. Just not ready. Yeah, I think it's, well, no, it's not that. It should be this guy. This guy right here. There's one of them that went down the stairs. It's supposed to have that little mechanism in there that you can adjust. It does give you the little spring loads, little pins that you put in there. And guys, when you get them things, you put them up. I guarantee you that. Now those ain't gonna just get up and walk away. They gonna find somewhere else to be and get lost. Somebody gonna steal that stuff. Wither strip. One of these guys is fire rated. I don't see it anymore. That's bothering me now. Look at this guy right here. It's probably that guy. Yeah, this guy right here. So they come with this right here, and I'm gonna take this off because they supposed to take this off. It's gonna go downstairs. It has a spring mechanism in it. Hold on, this right here. But for this guy, we got a problem here. This guy right here, it's supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be fire rated. I checked it, guys, and it was fire rated, so we're good on that. I just have to, the hinges are spring loaded, man, so I just have to charge them up with that piece, that package they had connected to the door. I messed that one up too, good Lord. So we got one door that's missing. So I'm gonna hold on to this stuff right here. You know something? What do you want? I can put it in here. I can put it in here. I meant to get that stuff and bring it on home with me, man, because it'll figure out a way to find somewhere else to be. I might have to. I got some trash bags. So.
I'm just gonna put it outside.
Okay, yeah, that's all. Yeah. Okay, all right. Thanks, man. You need anything from me, man? Everything we good?
Yeah.
Everything good? Okay. I'm always asking guys if they need anything else. There may be some things. I don't like for them to just keep going and, you know, they can't be afraid to ask me for things. You know, guys, you can't have a demeanor where your subs are afraid to ask you, or they don't want to ask you anything. You know, because if they need something, man, let's make it happen. Let's get it right. You gotta take everything off, man. I'm probably paying $25. That's on me, guys. $25 per. I had to eat that one, man. It's $25 per door, so that's about $600 that I had to eat. I just ate that real. Oh man, that was a nasty sandwich there, guys. Get them to snatch that off. Where's that door go? So I'm gonna walk through this thing, man, and see if I can. Hopefully we got all the doors. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, guys. I'm gonna walk through this thing and make sure we got all our doors. Any doors is missing. I need to go ahead and get that ordered right now. Okay. All right, let me see here. All right, guys, so those are the things you want to do, man. You want to kind of, you know, that trend, you guys are starting to see, it's starting to turn into a house now. You know, especially like from day one and how we got started. You know, man, when we get the paint up, that's going to make some changes. You know, get the paint up, and you got to keep this thing going. You got to keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Don't slow the process down, guys. You guys got to be thinking way ahead. You got to be playing chess. You got to be figuring out who's gonna come in next, man. Try to get things done. The next thing we want to do is want to get that outside knocked out the way. Got to get that done. Get it where you can drive down there, and because when my last guys come in, I want them coming in on driveways instead of walking in mud and stuff like that. So make sure you keep going out there with that homeowner. You got to keep going out there with that homeowner and meeting them out there on site as much as possible, guys. That way, if anything is wrong, man, you guys can go ahead and address it. And guys, anytime you're dealing and engaging with your homeowner, guys, you got to deal with them head first, man. Good, bad, or ugly, or whatever it is, man, or indifferent, whatever it is, man, shoot it to them straight, man. Don't be lying to them and selling them dreams. Well, we're going to do this right here. Think about what you're going to say before you say it, man. Sometimes it's good. Just don't even say nothing. Say, hey, sir, I'll get back with you on that. Let me get back with you on that. That's always the best thing to say. Sir, I'll get back with you on that. That gives you time to come home, calculate things out, figure out things, because especially when you're doing with change orders and stuff like that, you got to really sit down and think about who everybody's that's involved with that change order, so that you can make sure you charge correctly, man, because change order is one of the quickest things that'll make you lose money, guys. I mean, you'll lose a lot of money. You can make a lot of money with them. I try not to make too much money off a change order. Just sometimes they're headaches. But if you're not charging for those change orders, man, and you're doing them, man, I mean, you could lose a lot of money, man. And you get to the end of the job, you're saying, man, I didn't make no money off of this. When you really look at it, well, because you did a lot of change order that you didn't charge for. And you keep up with it. And guys, you got to have software. You got to have stuff to keep up with things. I know I'm going around and around in circles and stuff, man, but these are the things that you need, guys. Once again, guys, if you like this kind of information right here, guys, I have a members only channel, man. It costs you about $3 a month, and you can see this house from the beginning all the way to the end. And if you guys are aspiring builders, okay, getting your builder's license is just not enough, guys. You guys need to be following job sites. You need to be doing job sites. You might want to start with small ones and things like that and build your way up. But you really need to see how everything is done, man. And this right here provides you with that information, man. I think social media is one of the best things that ever happened, man, because we have access to all the information we want to right at our fingertips. Once again, guys, like, share, subscribe, guys. Share this right here video with other people, guys. You guys have a good one. Thanks. Thanks for stopping in. Let me see what I can do. Let me just do an extra. I hadn't done one of those in a while. And you guys have a good one.